that every time.
It's vitally important. Our group just is not we're not made for
No.
kids.
Also, the only two options are made for kids or not made for kids. There's no in
True.
between.
Live. We returneth. Maybe.
Okay.
Seems to be working.
All right. What were we? Where did we leave off?
You were about to talk to
Matthew. Yes. Okay.
No, not to Matthew, to Wilro. I mean, unless you are leaving to go to the stables, but
Oh no, no. You're right.
yeah,
Oh,
Wilro is who you were talking to as summer has dragged away
we were talking about
Shalwyn
a
for a
Matthew.
impromptu. Yes. Matthew is the centaur that works at the stables.
Is that ROE or ROW?
What?
Wilbro.
Oh, ROE.
Two L's?
Yes.
Okay. I will, as soon as they vacate, Iskra will like turn to him and be like, because I feel it's worth mentioning, but probably not in front of someone who so loud
Can't keep a secret
yeah.
or a internal thought to herself? Yes.
Dione was a member of the group who kidnapped you.
Oh. So he was one of the
writers, yes.
right. Oh, huh. But he's been dealt with, so that's
Dione
something
is no longer with
good.
us, yes.
Oh, okay. Good. Okay. This is one less of those problems.
But
Hmm.
he was planning something in town, and it's centered around the ball that is happening tomorrow, right, Sam? Tomorrow?
Yes.
Around the ball that's happening tomorrow. So it may be
Oh,
difficult, but
uh,
if possible, it would probably be safest for Summer to not go.
that is something I can certainly try to stop her from
If
doing, but
you
she's
can't
been
stop her, we will try to keep an eye on her during it and do our best
good,
to
good luck with that much. She is
well,
very excited about
I'm
this
not saying we
outing.
will contain her. I just mean if things do start to go down, we'll try to make sure she's not at the center of it.
Well, I do appreciate it. Uh, something tells me, though, whatever they're planning, she she might have the capacity to annoy someone enough they don't want to deal with her, or could anger her on the other spectrum of that, or be angered by her presence. She is very nosy. That is worrying. I will try to persuade her, but as she has told you, definitely has been over preparing for it with the dress she had made. Uh, the horse as well that she did pay for herself. I say lightly. Um, well, I appreciate you telling me. At least I know that that's not out there anymore, and I can rest a little bit easier knowing that Rin is safer being stuck out in the forest.
Also, Sam, can I insight check him?
Yes, on what?
When I gave him that news, does it look like completely new news to him?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Like,
Can do an insight check to see if he seems surprised that Dione was part of this.
well, part of this, but also surprised that something's going down at the ball. Like, because
Mhm.
he was captured by them. Did he get tortured and
Yeah.
agree to work for them because he wasn't as brutalized a lot of the other people was that
He was,
because
yeah. He wasn't, so.
was that because he had already agreed to do something they wanted with him in town? So insight check to see that sort of thing. 21.
21. It seems like new information to him, but he also doesn't seem that like surprised something more is happening. He wasn't going, so he
Yeah, but
he didn't.
not
He's not. It
surprised.
does seem he's not very involved with a lot of the
Yeah.
other higher up beings here. Higher
Not
beings,
surprised
higher.
and in the know or different, like it's
Yeah,
just like,
yeah,
of course there's something going on there.
yeah,
Nothing
yeah,
ever just goes without something in this friggin' that like that sort of thing. So
yeah, yeah.
that's
So he doesn't seem surprised, but does not seem like he knew about something like that.
it's good.
Uh,
But I will.
mm.
So I should probably go save Shawin.
Oh, yes, probably.
I
I
will.
I trust you all, and he does hand you a small satchel that he pulls off from his own money. It seems like you can add 20 gold, and says, "I trust you to take that. And as I said, if you need any help with anything other than just information, if you're looking for any horses, I can certainly help you."
Keep that in mind, but I'm glad you're doing well. Say hi to the missus for me, and I will
Next
bid
time I'm
him
out in the forest, I will.
adieu and go try to catch up to Shaolin.
You can, as it and you start to leave as the tea is brought out, and the servant looks a little bit like,
I
should I
will
tend to go fast
grab the tea and just down it in one go, and then keep going.
That's some. Hey, how hot is it?
I specifically asked for something cold,
Cold,
so
yeah, it is.
I can down it. I'm not gonna burn my mouth on
You
it.
do doubt it. It is. Looks like it's very beautifully set up. All the cups and everything, the glasses. You
I'll
down it.
Down
I down
Shaolin's too.
my share. I don't take it out of the picture at all.
There's separate glasses on the side that you take yours down it. She looks a little bit like startled when you do that, but does seem happier that you have partaken and she wasn't too slow.
I'll put it back, give her a wink, and say,
like,
"I've got
"Oh."
experience," and then I will just walk away.
Jeez. This poor Tabaxi that is being struck here. She's just oh.
Always at the backseat.
I was about to say, it always is.
But some sort of house cat looks like as she seems off guard by the sudden everything that just happened, but does walk over to set the tray down as you don't have to wander or wonder where Summer is, as you can hear her talking Shawin's ear off. Anytime Shawin tries to get a word in, does not last. She just continues to be bombarded with
Oh,
questions.
so you'll talk to Summer, but not me.
Bap seems deeply uncomfortable by the amount of energy that is exuding off of this woman. She sees you start to approach down one of the hallways, though she picks up her pace as she leaves behind Shawin to catch up to her. Oh, are we going? You did it great. Did you already get paid, or do I have to bug my cousin about that?
Reed did get paid, yes.
Okay, cool. Then let's go. And she immediately grabs your arm and starts dragging you outside of the house.
Is there a place you were excited to go first?
No, not really. I don't know what all is here, if I'm perfectly honest, but I know about the tavern. I know there are some markets. I know that the Lunar High Walls are very boring, that's for sure. There's a spooky manor I've heard that's been kind of abandoned, that's near the Crimson Library. I really don't want to go to the library. That's also pretty boring. I know that there's apparently not very many places for clothing, so I'm very glad that I got something made previously to coming here.
I do know
But there
a
is
good place for clothing if you want to stop in. I'm sure even if you have something for the
Absolutely.
ball, it's always worth. We could head there first.
Yes. Absolutely, yes. I would love to. And she starts to drag you out down or like outside of the lunar high walls and then realize she has no idea where she's going. And so she lets go of you to let you lead the way.
I will head towards the thread and bobbin, and Iskra is really hoping that Muno has not evacuated the premises yet.
Why do you hope for that?
Because Summer clashing with Muno in his Fey form is going to be a spectacle.
This is what I look like right now. I did that the minute you talked about the thread and bobbin.
It's just like, no, no.
That was my face right now.
She
Recircle
wanted
back around
clothes.
to Muno. Yes, is all that
Well,
is
no,
happening.
which I would say, because this is during the time where Muno finally comes in, those two would hear a giant boom coming
Yeah,
from.
as you're attempting to, they're on their way to the thread and bobbin, and that is one of the first places you said you wanted to go to because you needed to get stuff retailored. So there's about to be a fun meetup at the thread and bobbin. As even Mare, you hear this loud sort of explosion and can see sort of the highlight of colors past the southwestern gate. For a moment, well, not you, Mare, but you know, because you are inside a building, but you do hear the
How
sound.
would we hear the sound?
It's 300 feet.
Yes, but Muno said they were doing it outside of the gate, right?
That's fair.
Roughly.
And
Yeah, roughly.
so if they did it outside of the gate, I don't know, like,
I would say you will also probably see giant flashing colors.
well,
You
yeah,
at the
but
very least you see the colors of Flash. There does seem to be a disturbance or something going on at the southwestern gate, of which you did know that is where Muno was intending to be.
so we probably know what that is, even if we don't
Mhm.
hear the sound.
Maybe not the sound, but you definitely see the lights. And see that there is some sort of a commotion as some people are whispering and seem startled, not necessarily thinking there's something bad happening, as the guard and specifically Simon is over there as well. The guards aren't freaking out, so they aren't.
Oh, they first freaked out because they weren't expecting.
Oh yeah, they did, but Simon, upon seeing you, immediately calms down.
Showed up
Does
4th of July.
Yeah, does walk over to you as you've made your grand entrance and puts on the facade of not knowing or introducing himself to you, as some of the other guards are able to hear. And he has a little bow, and you do see he is in his full armor, or the blackened armor, as he says. "Oh, glad to see you made it safe. I am the Revenant Captain here, Simon Saltbale, here to escort you around town as per the letters sent ahead. I understand you wish for a small tour, stop at the local tailor, and then to be escorted to your home in the Lunar High Walls, correct?"
That is correct.
Very well. And you see there are a few other guards that he has around him, and he looks to them. "I can handle this. Do keep more of a watch, obviously, but I can handle this." And he seems to be trying to put on a more professional facade around the rest of them, as they immediately they nod, let him sort of take the lead. And you do notice there is a little bit more of a revenant guard around you, but they don't try to interrupt or anything, as Simon sort of takes the lead and hushedly says, "It's a interesting entrance. Loud one."
I have to play the part, don't I?
"Oh, so I guess I don't know what I was expecting."
Is it playing the
And
part,
so
or is it just who you are?
both.
I kind of wanted to use that potion. He was curious.
I want to know what it tastes like. I want to know what happens.
Okay, I've been looking at that potion for so long. I had yet to use it until now. I was like, wait a minute, I can use this. It's perfect.
One use of the mystery potion, also
I
known
have
as
4
your
more
potion.
uses.
Yep. We got 4 more of those. As he does try to keep up the facade of like pinpointing, down here is where we have the Temple of Founders, and points out the smoke can steal, though you probably have no use of that, and does sort of take you on a longer tour before reading or going to the thread and bobbin first. Which he does. There's a lot of people that are looking at you within the full moon market as you're making your way there.
Muno does like look around, just give smiles to some of the people, some waves. Does blow
There
some
is
kisses to both men and women.
Yep. They there's definitely a few people that get flustered. There's others that seem a little bit more worried about you. And when you flirt with them or seem to be interested in them in any way, start to worry about that fact. What they have heard about Faye, it was like, oh God, oh no.
Oh, I hope this doesn't
I'm-
awaken something in me.
There is a few that definitely happens too. But Mayor, what does Muno come into as Simon walks in with him?
Just normal, cutting,
Yeah.
sewing, bedazzling.
It's
Yeah.
I don't believe Nib definitely has not seen Muno like this. Yeah, doesn't recognize fully. The different voice and everything too. So seeing you walk in, there's a slight moment where Nib is like, I feel like I do. I mean, I know Simon definitely and like starts to like panic clean up some stuff of like, maybe I should just be working out. This is like out in the open. It's the Revenant captain, and does seem a little bit flustered. But Simon pretty quickly like holds his hand up. Please, you don't need to clean up entirely. We are here to.
You're such a pretty little thing, aren't you? Just walks over very calmly and very like a kind smile, very warm.
Yes, I guess. Oh, hi. Welcome to the Thread and Bobbin. I am kind of working on something currently. It's nice to meet you. I'm Nib. Some people can call me Petal sometimes, but Nib is usually what my friends call me. Hi. How can I help you? You seem very fancy. I don't know if I have what you may want. I mean, maybe I do. I can't. I'm not supposed to be doubting my skills. I can help you. Like, takes a deep breath.
Fair
I know
nods.
you. I know you can. I'm just looking for something very. I have a wake, and I procrastinated on getting an outfit for it. So I was wondering if
yes.
you can make something last minute. I do apologize. I'll pay
Well,
you
I
well.
think. Oh, well, I have assistance, thankfully, in stuff that I'm making, but I am.
You have a very beautiful assistant, I must say. Gives a wink towards Mare.
Mayor curtsies. Thank you, good sir.
Nib completely oblivious. Simon does is giving you an odd look of like, is this how you normally are? Doesn't
Side
quite
note, is
understand.
Muno not still going by Muno?
He hasn't
No.
introduced himself properly of like name wise, so
Well, yeah, but that's something we would have discussed, right? Because we would have to
I
know.
think-
So are
Yeah.
you
Honestly, Muno's not using his real name.
okay? That's
what are you going by? So they know.
I know, I'm putting it in chat.
because I know you have to
Akihiko?
keep the last.
Akihiko.
Mhm. So I'm going by Akihiko.
Akihiko. And Muno, of course, introduces himself. My name is Ahi. I'm
Mm.
gonna, not
Okay.
talk for the rest of the day, You can just call me Mr. Fukushima.
Okay, Fukushima. Well, it's lovely to make your acquaintance. Are you? It's something for a wake. I could definitely help you there. If it's the same one that my new acquaintance friends, if I can call you that, kind of like glances
Mayor
at Mare.
nods.
Are potentially going to I suggest some darker blues. probably it seems to be a theme that is going on there, something elegant. I should have some more of the materials, especially making this, and kind of motions to the suit that she was working for Muno. I have some leftover materials, stuff that I've been working on, so I could probably, uh, not probably, definitely throw you something together. Um, for the last minute and everything, I would ask for 5 gold pieces. Um, the 10 if you're wanting something super elaborate, but um, it really depends on if you want to stand out a little bit more, or if you are just kind of looking for something
Oh,
simpler.
I do like the idea of standing out. Muno will give a platinum piece, which is 10 gold,
Yeah.
and an extra two gold on top of it.
Ooh.
Basically 12 gold.
Yeah. She will take it in her hands. Does look a little bit surprised. Uh, well, thank you. Appreciate it very much. Okay. Something that stands out. Okay. And she starts like mumbling to herself a little bit. She looks through some of the designs that she was trying to come up with you, Mayor, for Muno, and some other designs that maybe were a little bit too much for just Muno. But since you are not Muno in this case, you are Akihito. She pulls out some of the more elaborate designs that have a lot more etching and detail work that is very beautiful. That definitely helps stand out. Some almost looks like gold thread, but isn't fully a golden thread. She does, just because of the nature of it, is working with the fabric that Muno has suggested. It is the fabric that won't bother you as well. It just happens to work out like that.
Muno silently it's like, Lib,
Yes.
you are the best creature in the entire world.
Yeah. But she seems just a little bit nervous as she's trying to, and has to keep reminding herself of, no, more confident. Um, she
Mayor
does
will
look to Simon.
work with her.
What? Okay. It does look to Simon. And, Mr. Captain Revenant, sir, is there anything you need? Are you also going to either the ball or the wake for the count? I think is what's been happening. Yeah, that. And he shakes his head. No, I will not be attending, so you don't have to worry about adding anything else to your work list. I'm just here to escort Mr. Fukushima here. And he sort of stands guard as watches Nib try to get to work, and definitely fumbling over her words. She's trying to be more confident, and scolds herself consistently as, I shouldn't be saying this out loud. It's okay, I talk a lot.
I must
Um,
say, this is a nice choice in fabric. It's like you knew.
well, I guess, sometimes the gods do work in good ways here. It just works out that way.
I really like your confidence. It's very refreshing.
She tilts her head a little bit as you say confidence. Is that what I have? I don't know.
Well,
I
it's
think I'm
very
stumbling over my words.
it's natural. You're not faking it, and that's very refreshing.
Oh, well, I guess, I mean, I have been doing this a lot, so I know I have some skill. I can confidently say that, and say that I can handle the workload. Um, I just don't get, commissioned a lot by fancy people, or people of that aren't just like common folk that really can't afford the higher prices and higher fabrics, and so I'm not used to that necessarily. But I am very, very grateful for it. So thank you. Uh, and she does go through and finds a particular design you guys can settle on as you start to work. Um, and
Lets her take measurements and stuff.
okay.
I swear, I just measured someone who was this
Yes,
exact same
yeah,
size.
it's like I have cuts
Well,
that are,
Well, like
this
he's
is
a little bit leaner and also Also has to take into account for the tails.
The tails, yeah.
Yeah, there
Whenever
is
That
you
does
slight,
make
get
the
but
on the
waist a little
platform,
bit.
very,
That does make
very
yeah.
it
similar.
She does is you are still much taller than her. She is. It does have to stretch a little bit, but is very mindful to not touch you. You notice whenever you were Muno or for anybody else, she like has like did accidentally like prick a few people, but she is much more careful of like you're precious and she can't touch you or she might burn. Sort of feel like she's not allowed to make mistakes for you. Um, but she works very diligently to make sure she get all your measurements right. She like silently double checks and works a lot more.
to calm her
A
down. It's like,
lot more efficiently.
how long have you had your assistant for?
Well, actually, I don't. It feels kind of wrong. She's more, Mir's more my friend, as well as Illy there, and Illy, like, uh, smiles at you, um, as she is pointed out. She says, not very long, and we're so friend. Um, I mean, honestly, just it's been a few days, so you know, yeah, not been very long. I'm not used to usually
Hasn't it
working with
been
people
one?
or
I've learned
I
a
think
great
it's
deal
been 2.
from her and our friendship.
Mhm.
Oh, we met them for the
The
first time
first
yesterday, because then we left Illy there, so it's been less than 24 hours since we met.
I thought it was you guys talked to, and then when you came back, you left her, but maybe I am
No, because
misremembering that. So,
because Mare
one
never
day.
left.
That's right, yeah. It's been one day. uh, Shaolin. Put that down there. Okay. But you do,
Widow does try to make it easier on her too. Just
she
like stand still.
to silently appreciate that, but she is trying her best to be more professional around you for sure. Let me do.
Again, I do apologize for the last minute.
Oh, it's okay. I don't really have a lot of things going on work wise usually. So it's just been a really busy few days for me. Definitely unexpected, but I appreciate it deeply. The work and the patience, cooperation, and I mean you considering me. You as well. Thank you, Simon. I appreciate you thinking Thread and Bobbin for the needs of a noble. It seems. I assume you're noble. I don't actually think I. Uh, does it matter? Do you have like a crest or anything you would like on your outfit to display? Is there anything I should be mindful of? Colors that might like offend somebody? I don't know.
Muno internally is dreading it, but he does give her the crest of his family.
Okay. She very diligently will take down sketches and make sure that she can get any details that are down on there, and she will find some subtle ways to incorporate it into the overall design of this um, dark blue sort of wake outfit. And you're wanting something for the ball too, right?
Yes.
Okay, so she will definitely go through for something there that is a little bit more of lighter colors that are less less depressing, shall I say?
Yeah.
Uh, and it
Less
is.
brooding.
Mhm. It's not too long before Iskra, you and Shalwyn manage to make your way through the market. It does take you a little bit longer to get to the Thread and Bobbin as Summer very easily is distracted by the people who are like, you should take my wares, or the stall people who are like, this would look really good on you. She doesn't like throw money at them, but she definitely loves to talk to the people. um which you are, showing her around, so it's not too
Yeah,
much of a problem, but yeah.
I don't
You
rush
are
her off,
surprised
but
by
I
her
do,
restraint.
yeah, I do try to
By
keep
her
her from.
restraint to not just throw. Or she will also be perhaps a little painfully blunt sometimes. There are people who are trying to sell these. They are really beautiful, but clearly still a little handmade or not like top quality crafts of these little bits of jewelry or something. where you do notice there are new stalls or different people that are coming through just trying to sell their wares here in a town.
Are you a scam
She will
artist?
quickly turn them down for being. Is she?
Oh, so I said, do I see the scam artist?
You do. He has put up his shop
I
in
do my
a
best
different
to steer her
location.
away from him.
That's fair. Um, you do notice that he has positioned his shop up as well, and does appear to be trying to sell his collection of wands to a other unsuspecting person who may not understand that he is trying to upsell too much. But oof, you do eventually get over to the thread and bobbin, and she looks very happy. She has throughout the time tried to pick up Verza, of which Verza has sort of tried to hide and blend in with you, just your entire being. She's been trying to ignore the fact
Well,
that Summer is trying to pet her and pick her up,
if
unless you
Versa
tell
is
her to.
trying to get away, Versa
Yes.
can fly.
Yeah. Yes. Of which Verza does. And tries to blend in with just you or the surroundings as much as possible, of which Summer doesn't really seem to pay too much mind or notice that that is Verza trying to actively escape. It does notice that Bap is too nervous to be pet or constantly touched,
If
and
I
so
notice
just
that
gives up on
Versa
that
is
and doesn't really
trying,
want to touch Cookie.
if I notice that Versa is trying to like get away, I will like subtly go, "Oh, Versa, you should scout it out and like send Versa to like fly in circles around us."
Very happily. It seems to
Oh, I
dash
thought you were gonna
off
just
and almost run.
lift up your hat a little bit and have Verza go in there.
No,
Yeah, into the head. You just curl up on your head.
my ears are filling the inside of this hat. They don't got no more
I
room.
thought they were outside of it.
Well, they're
Or
poking
do you?
out of it, but they're in and
That's
out
true.
of it.
That's true. But Verza very happily will fly off and get away from the person who's constantly trying to touch her. Eventually, though, you do make your way to the thread and bobbin, and this cute, humble exterior. Summer seems to once again be shaking with anticipation as she barges in. You guys hear the aggressive jingling of the bell as the door is thrown open. And for the first time, Mare and Muno, you do see this very excitable young half-elven woman with her like very full auburn hair, very petite, these bright, very wonder-filled blue eyes as she immediately looks around. It seems to be mumbling or mid-conversation with you guys. Do recognize Iskra and Shawin behind her, um, just exclaiming how cute the place is. And her eyes lock with you, Muno. And you feel perhaps in the core of your being a sense of a small bit of dread as she
No.
practically rushes up to you and says, "Oh my goodness, are you like a fey creature? Oh my gosh, you're so cute. I mean, I guess handsome would probably be better. Your tails are Can I pet you? Is that weird? Is that like rude? I don't want to be rude, but you're incredible. I've never seen something like you before."
Who are you?
I am Summer Buckle, but I'm part of the like Buckmore Manor family. We run most of the stables, like kind of in the entirety of like Duskmore, but there are other people, but we are like high. We have a lot of highly trained horses. I also kind of train some of those horses. We have a lot of money, so like if you're worried about me being like some of the commoners or whatever, I'm definitely not that. Um, Hi. She just like extends her hand and does seem to have a little bit more restraint than she did with you, Iskra, as she
Um,
waits.
my name is Akihiko
Mhm.
Fukushima,
Wow, that's
noble
a
of
Mhm.
the court of exile.
Oh, so like, was your family like properly exiled? Like, were you in the Feywild and then like did something bad?
That's a very bold question to ask someone you've barely met.
Suppose I do just kind of blurt out the first thoughts that I have, and usually it goes well. I don't, a lot of people don't tend to dislike me for that. I don't think, anyways. Also, you are adorable, and she kind of like just completely pushes past you after that. Doesn't let you finish the sentence as she looks at Nib, and then also more pointedly at Illy, who just at the sudden intrusion and burst of information has like stood up, and Illy has like slowly been stepping back and away from this energy. But Summer doesn't read that as uncomfortableness. She just looks in awe at Illy. You are, I mean, even cuter. You're very cute, and kind of looks at Nip, but then looks at Illy again. What are you? Are you a real doll? Are you a person? Is that rude? Was I
Are
being
you a
rude by that?
real
What is
boy?
your name? And Illy looks to you, Mare, and looks at this girl. Illy. And kind of just steps towards you, Mare.
I
And
walk
she
over and kind of pick her up. This is Illy. She is my familiar. It's nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you. You are absolutely beautiful. Like you. Your skin looks amazing. You look basically perfect in a lot of senses. That's honestly impressible. Like what impressible? What am I saying? You are impressive. What do you do for that? Is there like a weird magic thing that you have to do, or is it something that I could feasibly do? Because I don't really like magic. It's very complicated. There's a lot of big words, and I did kind of try it at one point because I kind of had like a natural thing, but it didn't go very well. So I stopped doing that.
Just make sure to take plenty of baths. Wash your face with soap and water. And
Okay.
and
Yeah.
there's just like basic hygiene is the best to keep your skin clear.
Oh. It's good to
Muno
know
is
that I've
just
been kind of in the
looking at
right.
Bear like she needs to leave now.
I've
That
also found
makes
it's
sense.
best to get taught by someone who may be more naturally inclined to the magical, if it's in their blood or
Oh,
something.
that makes a lot of sense. I mean, I probably could have, but I mean, I really love animals, and so I don't know. Like I'm
You
like the
know what
magic
would
thing,
make the
really
perfect
cool.
teacher for you?
What?
If you could find somebody that both has like magic just in their nature and some animalistic characteristics.
Muno just slowly turns and looks at Iskra.
She kind of glances at Muno, and then like suddenly if there could be a cartoonish light bulb above her head, there is one. Wait, okay, you. And she like immediately runs up, gets a little bit too close to your personal space. Do you have like an innate magic? Would you be willing to teach me? I mean, I wouldn't want anything complicated because, there's that, but it would just be like the very basics of the start of it. That would just be cool. It would help. I've heard that it's very helpful to like have a little hand that, you don't have to get up and do something, or there's also like the instant cleaning thing I've seen some people do. Some of my like family knows how to do that, and that's really helpful. Could you help me maybe learn that or hone that? I would pay you, of course, like obviously if you if you wanted that, or like if you needed a horse or something trained, or I mean I have connections if you need something
In
else,
this
obviously.
same in this same cartoonish way, a light bulb goes up in Muno's mind. Actually, I think I can help you, but of course, during this week we can't because due to the ball in the wake, that is very
Of course,
important.
it
But
is.
if you do have any extra time, I could probably set you up a room in my manor in the Court of Exiled. There I have
Oh,
the best teachers and I can personally teach you myself.
that, I mean, that sounds pretty intense going that far, but I also just got my freedom basically to go anywhere I wanted to, and that sounds like a really fun place. I've heard that it's kind of scary if you don't understand what's going on, but
But
um,
it is
it is
the area where I'm from is a very beautiful place.
perfect. Then I mean, I would really appreciate that. Especially if like all of the people there are kind of like as fantastical and pretty as you. I would really love that.
That's the norm over there.
That's amazing. And Nib kind of slowly tries to get in on the conversation, sensing just a hint of a pause in Summer's constant rambling. Simon also looks pretty overwhelmed. Like he didn't know this person was here, didn't know this kind of energy existed, honestly. And
Bruno does give like a side glance to Simon. It's just like the look of call a SWAT team. Help me.
yeah, he looks like this is I don't know honestly what to do here. So he looks also very confused. But Nib like sees that opening and says, so would you did you need something? Perhaps done you were talking or seemed to understand that there was a ball and wake sort of and kind of almost for the first time you guys have seen Nib is nervous to offer help to somebody. And Summer like hesitates for a moment, seems to think, well, I mean, I kind of already have this really pretty dress done, but I see if that's what you're working on and that's like not like a weird thing that you don't normally do, you can do that kind of quality of things. I would absolutely love to perhaps like pay for like, I don't know, some dresses, maybe like in a theme of Lunarum since I'm here and hanging out here. That would be really cool. Or yes, I have plenty of ideas, definitely. This is a really cute place, honestly. And I mean, I'm clearly meeting a lot of cool people here. I don't think I've been in a room with this many people that aren't just family in a very long time. Like, it just starts rambling. And Nib looks happy that maybe she's gonna get more work, but also unsure if she's truly happy it's from her.
I think someone's gonna buy this place out.
Yeah. As she sort of just starts walking around, kind of talking to herself, but then kind of pulls Nib along and away from her work. Nib looks at a final glance as she's being dragged around her own store to you, Mayor, of like, I'm so sorry, but I cannot stop this. She is dragged off, and you can
Well,
hear Summer very loudly talking about the fabrics and what she would love and the bright colors, and that this place is so dreary most of the time, and just rambling about a lot of things.
while Summer has Nib and is walking around, Iskra's gonna like walk up to Muno and be like, "Nice to meet you. I haven't seen you around town. Are you new here?"
Yes, I just arrived.
Oh,
I'm here for the wake. And you are?
Iskra, pleasure to make your acquaintance. And she does like a little
Yeah.
curtsy.
Muno does a small little bow. Gives you a smile that to an untrained eye is like very kind, very sweet,
Yes.
but it's very full of I'm gonna kill you in your sleep.
Iskra returns the smile of, "Oh, you haven't seen the end of it yet," and is just going to like politely ask, "So, are you here to look around town for a little today? If you're new to the
Mary's
place,
just watching. Just
ask
like a
that
ping
Illy is
pong
also
ball.
watching.
loud enough so that other people in the store might overhear."
There's a
Right
sudden
now
silence.
hopefully I'm here to get my 2 outfits, course fitted, and like I'm here for however long Nib needs me here. Seeing that I did ask her very late. So, and then I would be seen to where I'll be staying to, you know, drop off anything I need. Maybe I might go look around.
As you say that, you hear a little squeak from somewhere within the store and are practically tackled as you feel her arms around your arm as you see Summer next to you suddenly, almost as if she teleported there, honestly. Oh my gosh, if you're looking for like you want to like walk around together, that would be really cool. Are you staying within the Lunar High Walls? You probably are. I don't know if you do you like know the count? Are you going to be staying with him? Cuz are you that high up or where do you
I,
live?
I would say
I think it would
on
be beautiful.
not the arm she's holding, but the other hand, it's almost like his fingers flex and there's like a slight claws out
It's like
and a
like
slight
bird.
puff to his tail, but then Where is the manor he's staying at? Is it within the Lunar High Walls or?
Yes, it's
It is.
within the Lunar
Yes,
High
it
Walls.
is that the
Okay.
very far one. I can mark it for you. Yeah, that one.
It is within the Lunar High Walls. I'm renting out an estate. I'm not going to be here for very long.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate, but I also like does that mean are you going to go back to the court of the exiled? Because maybe we can go back together. I can make sure, like, if you don't have a like proper ride, I can get you one of the best horses that we have here. Or you could honestly just come with me in my carriage. It has plenty of space. Nobody ever really tends to come with me when I go on my out like excursions or whatever you want to call them, travels. So there's plenty of room if you want to go like with me.
Muno is gonna like slowly turn towards her, like gently like cups her cheek. Depending on how this week goes, we'll see you on the transportation. But now can I go back to helping Nib make my outfit for me?
For the first time seems speechless as you grab her face and she does get a little bit flustered. She nods. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'll hopefully see you at the ball then. I get yeah, absolutely. Let's go, Iskra. And she's like grabs Iskra, like bolts out without another word. she
Muno deflates the
No.
minute she leaves.
Nib
With
kind of
someone with a lot of energy.
Dib slowly like walks out a little bit, looks at her leaving. Bye. I think. Oh, yeah. No, that was. I don't think I've seen somebody with that much energy in a very long time. Huh.
She is a character.
And you
Um,
seem to have been a favor to her. I guess she really hasn't gotten out very much.
It's not uncommon for those to be curious about my nature. I know not many people have seen my kind. We
Yes,
are
it's
kind of rare.
I didn't really think about it that way. Yeah, that makes sense. I just usually don't I don't know. I don't notice those things as much, I guess. It's usually I mean, you're just another person to me, but I guess to other people, yeah, if you haven't seen something, you'd probably want to talk to it a lot. I mean, like if there was a dragon or something in town, people would be well, probably scared, actually. I don't think they would want a dragon in town, now that I think about it. Anyways, um I hopefully won't have to keep you for too much longer as I finish through some of these notes and kind of like encourages you to come back over as you've been pulled away and all
Yeah.
over the
Muno
place.
like nods his head and then I did say I was gonna stay here for as long as you'd need me.
She very happily will take the rest of your measurements. Um, Iskra, I don't know if honestly she didn't drag Shawin. I don't know if Shawin would follow, but I think Shawin would because Shawin is
He
paid
did
to.
say
So.
BRB.
Oh, he did? Okay, cool. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Then so she will Oh,
Okay,
welcome
he's back.
back. You are is there anything in particular that you're gonna try to guide her towards, or are you just
I
following her whims?
Well, I was gonna say, if she is looking like she just has whims, I will let her whim, but I will
Mhm.
guide her if not. If she like wants to be guided.
Yeah.
Iskra is used to dealing with people like this more so than probably the rest of them are. So she's not that off put by Summer.
Yeah. It's just like, yeah,
Um,
you do indeed have a lot of energy.
but I wasn't here. Did Muno agree to meet up with Summer later, or did he manage to wiggle out of that?
He does
So
wiggle out of it, sort of.
yeah, I slightly wiggled out. I flirted with her and she's flustered.
Yeah, she basically ran out. She was like, "Well,
I
that's not what I expected."
I shut Summer up real fast.
Yeah, for a brief
Because
moment, it was silent.
because Munoz said that we'll see what happens during the rest of the week on the transportation. But right now I need to be here to get my outfit sorted.
Yep.
And
So
he like gently cupped her cheek as he said all that.
And she did not expect any sort of reciprocation. She's not used to her insaneness being reciprocated in any sort of way, in a pleasant manner. So that definitely threw her for a loop, and she just dragged you out. Shawin probably following behind.
Yeah. Shawin was
Uh,
paid to be here, so Shawin's stuck with her.
Yeah. And she does uh, bounce around a lot, where she doesn't really want to go to the Blood Moon Alley or around that area because there's just not a lot there. But she does wander around the temples, but she doesn't have that much of an interest of going inside of them. She does go to the New Moon Market. She does like think about going to the Smoke and Steel, but then talks quite extensively about how she really has no need for it. Like seems to be trying to convince herself not to go to a magic place. Um, as you show her around, essentially, for a while. Mare and Muno, I assume you're just going to be sitting in the thread and bobbin as much or as long as needed, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So it's maybe about 30-ish minutes as she finalizes the rest of just the designs and the time and stuff that it would need. Um, and she does say that she should be, early morning. I should be able to get your stuff done. It might be like a little bit later, but
That
it
is
it
perfectly
should
fine.
be before at the very least. And if there's any minor adjustments, we should be able to make them. Um, yes. But I think other than that, I have everything. As long as you're good with everything, I have everything
It's
here and
re-
ready.
I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much. And he kneels down, like takes her hand, and is like does a little bow and like a small kiss to her knuckles, and does the same thing to Mare, of course. And then it's like, I'll see you guys in the morning then.
I forward to it.
Sounds
Yes. Thank you.
like a plan. Have a great night. They
You too. You gonna take me to the manor? Goes over to Simon.
Simon immediately nods. He didn't even interact with Summer. Summer didn't even notice him compared to all the other cute people there, so she was not interested. Um, and he still seems exhausted, but he nods. Yeah, absolutely. Can take you there right away. And he does indeed. As you exit out of the thread and bobbin, as you all see the sun starts to go. Well, those of you who are outside, the sun is starting to settle even more as those dark blues and purple hues start to bleed into the sky. As you're being dragged around, Muno, you do get escorted by Simon over to the gates of the Lunar High Walls. But just before you can actually get to those gates, uh, you hear the rush of sounds like 3 sets of footsteps behind you, and Simon looks a little unnerved, but then seems to relax upon seeing who it is. As you see a rather large, looks like a shifter of sorts with looks like lion ears and a long tail. It seems like tanner skin. Looks like there's a few scars and stuff along his chin. Um, and seems not worried or anything, but does rush up to Simon and uh, seems to be at attention as he says, Revenant, Captain, Salpil, Moondrop has been cleared out. I'm glad we were able to find you. I apologize, you seem to be with someone, but the owner has been taken to the dungeons. We were told to tell you. Is there anything else you need from
What?
me? And uh, Simon kind of takes a breath and steps aside from you, Muno, for a moment. He says, yes, thank you. There's nothing else. You are good. You just make your normal patrols. Ensure all the paperwork is ready for me to sign at the barracks. Thank you for your continued work, Red. And the captain immediately seems proud of himself, straightens up a little bit more. It was a quick nod before he starts to march off. The rest of the guards follow behind him. Simon doesn't make any note of it unless you're going to talk to him about it as he
Yes.
continues to walk.
What was that whole thing?
Well, that was guard Captain Red. I am the Revenant captain, but he is one of the more higher ups under me. Uh, the Moondrop was dealing with some uh, illegal things, so we were clearing that building out. As it was just a brothel, we thought, and that was fine, but it wasn't just a brothel. So had that, the owner was in on it, did know, was fine with it, and so have decided that she was guilty. So she's been taken to jail. As, is common there. She's not to be executed or anything like that, but she is receiving her punishment, as are any of the other workers that were involved with it. And we just had the place cleared out, made sure any of the uh, potions and other items were removed without needing to burden you too much about it. It's nothing to do with this current situation. It's just smuggling of poisons and drugs and typical things you would expect.
Mm.
Smuggling of poisons.
Yes, it could perhaps be connected to Dione, and he lowers his voice a little bit. But even if so, we haven't found anything, and trust me when I say we have looked that place up and down. We've talked with the owner as well. Seemed like she knew Dione, but not intimately. Just so happened that he was using her and her establishment to continue his own plans. It's a minor, uh, I guess, added complication to everything.
We know how good that the Revenants are at looking through stuff.
If hmm, it's probably a better idea to do one more look, but see if you can find something to deal with illusions.
It's fair. Uh, hmm. Now, if you would like to, or you and your friends would like to come with us to the Moon Drop Inn after everything tomorrow, I'm sure we'd all be happy for the help. I know
We'll see
Red is
how
also.
this whole
Mm,
ordeal goes.
all right. Red is also the guard captain I'm going to be sending westward to check out the Nilsaran Manor out in the forest. So can rest assured he is very confident in what he does. And I trust him.
And just nods.
Sure.
Also, Muno's social battery just tanked.
Yeah, no, that's very fair. As you are indeed led through the lunar high walls. There is much less eyes on you. There's a few people, looks like they are dressed to the nines, that are a little, not necessarily confused, but surprised to see you, but they don't really make as much of a fuss as the others do. And the more common folk. You are led past the Buckmore Manor to that, would be, I guess it would be Eastern Road if you enter there, and down past a few more of the manors and the estates that seem a little bit smaller. They are definitely still well built, and it looks like there are some noble families that you assume do live there. You are drawn to one in the very back, which does seem a little bit different than the rest, as it has more space between it and looks like it was perhaps built first, for sure, in this area. Um, the fence does seem to have seen some wear and tear. The outside of the house as well has seen a lot of sun, but it doesn't necessarily look like it's about to be falling apart by any means. But you can enter. There's currently no guards or anything that look like they are outside. You can be led inside and follow Simon as you approach.
How late is it now?
I'd say it's probably getting to late afternoon, about to be nighttime.
Okay. So Muno takes the time to settle down.
Okay. Yeah. You absolutely can. You can take out the intricate, fancy key that you were given to by Samara as you walk up to this estate, and it does have a bit of Gothic architecture to it as you see the grand stained glass window. You open the door, and there is a just overall smell of old. That is, this has been here for a while. You can tell by the floors and the way that the walls are made, and everything that is in here has been very much cared for, but also not seen the light for a while. There's not by any
It
means a
hasn't
bunch
been
of
like
dust or
lived in.
anything, but yeah. Hasn't been moved or anything, or this has not been lived in. There's not a lot of personal effects in here. It very much seems like this is a house and somebody could buy it, perhaps. There's nothing that indicates it is or was Samara's. As you enter it, and Simon kind of clears his throat a little. There is candles and stuff in here, I presume. Should you need anything, you know where the barracks are. You can call for me. Is there anything else you need?
No, thank you again. This
Of course.
gives him. I will probably be out and about, of course, and exploring a little bit.
That's perfectly fine. You are within your right to do so.
Muno just does one nod and just lets him go.
Yeah,
Because also
he
knowing
turns
he
around.
has a whole night of paperwork ahead of him.
Yeah, he does. He does leave. You can tell he is also a bit drained from everything that's been happening today, as he walks off into the street and leaves you in the house. And there is a not necessarily an eerie silence, but there is a maybe even comforting silence as you don't have Summer talking to you.
Yes.
In this
Um,
estate.
Muno does take the time to make it look like this noble is actually taking his time to settle in before coming
Yeah.
back out.
Again, you can take that moment to sort of look around the house slightly. You can tell there is a lot of high class stuff, a lot of good quality things that are in here. But again, there's not a lot of personal effects or anything that would be. As you open some of the doors, there is indeed some bathrooms. Looks like a powder room. There is extra rooms. You could choose to sleep downstairs, or you could choose to sleep upstairs. There is, however, one door that is on the upstairs level that looks like it is a little bit more more carved. Looks like there's more attention to detail on that door that is locked.
Okay. Muno doesn't do anything to that. Say, all right, it's locked.
Yeah. Everything else in the house basically is free reign. There are closets, and it is all very empty, but you can settle in. There is candles, there is tinder boxes. You can light the sconces along the walls. You can make it look definitely like you're living there. There is no actively no food or anything in there, but there is plenty of room. Yeah, if you wanted to, all of your party members could have their own separate rooms, even with the locked one. So you could invite them over should you ever want to, but you probably shouldn't, considering you're trying to separate yourself from them.
Yeah.
But you have
But
plenty of space.
after making the house seem lived in now, he'll go out and start mingling with the people. Specifically, as he's mingling, trying to get them to start talking amongst each other to establish himself that he's here.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and make I'd say persuasion check at advantage because of what you are. People want to talk to you. You are fey, you are interesting. Especially to the nobles that don't think they have anything to fear.
Performance, you said?
Persuasion.
Oh, persuasion. All right.
Trying to make a good impression. Wow.
Oh, apparently
All
not.
right.
I'm still drained from summer.
Yeah. Yeah, a little drained. They can definitely tell that you're trying to talk with them, and some of them do just have way too many questions, and you're like, I've already been over this, and so they don't necessarily hate you or anything, but they don't talk or
I'm repeating
say as
myself,
much as you were
basically.
hoping. Yeah. They're like, okay.
And praying that he doesn't meet up with Summer again.
Could a dicey fail to persuade?
Just the noble people in general of Lunar High Walls as he's trying to go out talking to some people.
And
He's
embarrass
Yeah.
trying to
himself.
make it out here too. Making
Yeah.
out of it as well.
Oh, oh,
Yeah,
you're
Spoiled.
coming to meet up with Summer.
No.
No,
Praying that
he
she
will
doesn't see me
actively
again.
run the
Praying.
other way as does happen.
I'll teleport away.
We'll see. So most of the outfits are done, thankfully, by Mare and Nib there. You do have 2 extra ones that are added on, but
I get
it's
to
not
add to
hard to put on.
my learning.
Yes. You do get to. I was doing hours for that. You basically spent the entire day here, so
Not
you
just
can add.
down to 3 days
Yep.
or 6 weeks in 3 days.
Yep. Slowly getting there.
Yes.
Is there anything in particular any of you would want to get up to as it starts to get into nighttime? And Summer's energy thankfully starts to wind down.
I think Mino will try to find like a jewelry shop. It's because if he's gonna be a noble, he's gonna try to, accessorize.
Yeah, that's fair. You would know just because of how much you guys have been here recently. There isn't a specific jewelry shop. There are some people that come in through town that you could buy from the markets, but most of the markets are now or stalls are now closed. The
Mm.
Smoke and Steel doesn't like specialize in it, but you could ask them to make jewelry for you or perhaps find something if you
Mm.
wanted to.
He's just looking around.
You
It's
could
still
ask Summer if she
conversating.
has any to spare.
I pray she doesn't find me.
We know will
Is
actively
there
start to power
still
walk in the other direction.
is there still an active crowd that forms around Muno as he goes?
Not necessarily a crowd, but there definitely is some people that'll they do watch him.
Do
and
we
do
ever take notice of the fact that a lot of attention is being focused towards a certain point, and that point being Muno?
Possibly. I would say that with it being nighttime, there's a lot less people, so it would
Yes,
be
that's
more
right.
unlikely. Are you actively trying to look out for Muno though to throw Summer
Yes.
back at him? Oh, okay. Just go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
Flat D20.
Yes.
18.
You do notice.
Do I
As
gain?
at one of the markets, there does appear to be some whispers. You hear
While
like
I assume
hey,
Summer is standing right by me, talking my ear off because I have been
yes,
receptive and responding, I'm gonna nudge her a
yes.
little and point out Muno and say, "You want a second crack at it?"
Oh, you're happen to find the market as you're looking for some stalls that might be open for some jewelry, and
Mino
you
gets a sixth sense.
yeah, it's like you feel something. There's a disturbance as the
The
night gets
hair on his
fall.
neck just raises.
Wait a second.
No, she's
Sorry.
near.
Before we discuss what happens there, I'm gonna say this could take a quick break because I need to
Please.
get something to eat. Yes, it's okay.
Mhm.
Small break. I will be right back.
Iskra has finally found a way to get back at Muno.
Muno's too neurodivergent for this. Hold on. You need to double check something about Muno.
Let's see if he's into women.
No, loud. One of his dislikes is loud crowds, and I think she's loud enough to be a crowd.
Yeah.
It's okay. The good news is there are no bears, so you can't be attacked by a bear.
I would prefer that. I choose the bear over her. I choose the bear.
But bears aren't real. Can't choose something that doesn't exist.
I can still want that.
So back hurts.
I created a black bean.
Nice.
I. Right.
Is there music on Roll20 for you guys?
I
Got my
don't
music off.
know. I also have my music off.
Yeah. Then I shouldn't have asked you to. Brooke!
Brooke!
Come check the music for me. I know you're secretly watching stream.
Secretly.
How do you even roll an 8 on persuasion? That's just so sad.
I do it every day.
Gosh, lift that up. Good.
BRB.
Pearl of Mother. Alright guys, we gotta wander around town for 3 more hours somehow.
No, please.
But we do.
No.
But we want to start next session going to the thing. We don't want to like get halfway through and then have to end session.
We'll see what happens when Summer meets up with Muno
Yeah,
again.
we can spend 2 hours on your guys' date.
That the dog that I sent, yeah, that's how I look right now. That's how I feel.
She'll be the
That's literally
perfect
Muno's
match for you.
face. That's literally Muno's face right now.
Draw you out of your shell.
Muno's crying internally. But he's secretly trying to manipulate it in a way so it can potentially bite his family in the ass. There's a reason why he's doing all this. He's enduring this.
Well, see, going on a date with Summer would be the best way to do that. Imagine she shows up to your family going, I'm Muno's future.
Well, this is gonna be so funny if she does go to the Court of Exiles.
We'll see. We're ever gonna meet up with the succubus again?
I don't know. Muno's accidentally creating a harem. The only reason Muno flirted with her was for her to leave him alone.
Yeah, but now she's regained some
This pesky little
confidence and is ready
bunny,
to try again.
this pesky little bunny is a little shit.
Yes. You have been annoyed her, and she hasn't had a way to fight back. And now she has a weapon. It's named Summer.
Muno's gonna get back at you for this.
Bring it on, buddy. I'll just call Summer over to visit.
Yeah, but she'll be finding, a kitsune. And Muno cannot be a kitsune.
If you met Summer, she'll go for both forms of Muno.
Yeah, but she doesn't know this is Muno.
It's true.
And if Muno goes back to his human form, he'll just make up a last name. And Summer threw a massive wrench in Muno's plans.
What does she do?
Exist. Because now she's probably going to be all over him at the wake and ball.
Yeah, she is. I don't know. Actually, I don't think she's going to the wake. I think she's just going to the ball.
So either way, it throws still a wrench in his plans.
Yeah.
Because Muno's trying to establish himself with what's her name? The wife. What's her name? It's the woman that Dione loved. What's her name?
I think she was in a happily committed relationship that does not include you.
Well, no, he's not gonna, flirt with her, but try to get information from her.
Well, yeah, but you can still get information from her with Summer. Summer actually supports you because it gives you ties to the nobles in town.
Yeah, but still. Muno just doesn't want her around. Yeah, that's her name. Itire Moonglow? Or
Yeah,
it's no longer Moonglow, but
I
that's
think
the...
I don't know. Don't ask me.
I think that was her?
Names are something that I don't do.
No, Itire Moonglow, I think, was the one who just got arrested just now. I'm looking at the Dark Leather Journal notes. Oh yeah, it is her.
Coconut.
Coconut. I think Sam is still alive.
Yippee!
I like how Mare is just, has escaped the chaos by over there and working.
Working a 9 to 5.
Yeah, I got a job. They don't got to deal with the psychopaths of the town.
Yeah. Pretty lucky I am.
I still find it funny. Mare just picks up Ellie like it's like a mother. Like, don't touch my child.
No.
Stranger danger, stranger danger.
What are we stranger dandering?
You.
Summer.
Oh. Speaking of stranger danger, I am being called away to go to the drive thing. Are we wanting to end session early here now? Because we have been in here for a while.
3 hours.
It's only 5 though. Okay, 3 hours. Or are we gonna wait to decide that on if I get back in a reasonable amount of
I
time?
would say we just should discuss when you get back, because if we could potentially still get through parts of session, but I'm gonna have to end
Mhm.
stream either way because we're not sitting on stream for an
Yeah.
hour and a half.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, Jesus. It went up from 20 minutes to like a 30 to an hour. Now it's an hour and a half.